to Mr. Potato Awesome Fitness Tips, my brothers! Hell yeah, man! We are going to break down exercises once again. This time it's motherfucking pull-ups. And we have a beautiful picture of Chris Heria from 10X, I think that's the way it is pronounced, which is a YouTube channel specialized in calisthenics. And I like the way this motherfucker approaches fitness. Like, he is specialized in calisthenics, but he doesn't limit his training to only exclusively calisthenics. He introduced joggings and sprinting and deadlifts and shit, and that's the way you need to go about your training, you know. So Chris Heria is a fucking OG from YouTube, and he deserves our respect because he's been promoting an intelligent approach to fitness for a long fucking time, and combining heavy strength training with calisthenics and other modalities of cardio like running and sprinting and jogging. I think that's the best fucking approach to fitness, having a well-rounded athletic profile to your training. So, yo, calm down. Don't destroy the live stream today. All right, bros. So that's Chris Heria on the picture. Let's pull him aside and start reviewing this absolutely awesome movement. Woo! Go to the little corner, Chris. No. Yeah, there you go. So first, before we start giving stats and giving a score to each characteristic of the movement, let's take a look at the lower portion of the image, where we have the volume landmarks and some basic instructions for rep ranges, sets, rest time, reps in reserve, deloads, and strength standards, basic strength standards that you should be shooting for with the motherfucking pull-up. So first, volume landmarks. So MV means minimal volume, which means it's the minimum volume required for you to maintain this concept was developed exclusively for hypertrophy, but I think it's pretty cool to use it for other things related to weightlifting as well. So 3 to 5 sets a week is the amount of volume you need to maintain your performance and the strength qualities that you developed in the pull-ups. With 6 to 9 sets a week, you are going to be progressing in your pull-ups, be it more reps, be it building muscle, be it getting stronger, developing your coordination and body awareness to really improve upon your pull-ups. So 6 to 9 sets a week will yield some slow and steady results. Your maximum adaptable volume is the threshold in your weekly volume, where you will be making the best gains, but you will also start to ramping up your fatigue to a point where you need to be more strategic about the other exercise selection that you make. If you stay at your MEV, the minimum effective volume, the fatigue that you are introducing to the fatigue on your body because of the movement is significantly lower, but also the gains. So maximum adaptable volume is the point where you will make really solid gains and really fast improvements in the pull-ups with a manageable amount of recovery sacrifice to do that. And maximum recoverable volume will be an amount of fucking volume that you are really pushing your body to the limit. You are really specializing in developing your pull-ups, and that's anywhere from 16 sets a week to 35 sets a week. I mean 35 sets a week would be you are doing fucking 5 sets of pull-up every fucking day, and I know a lot of people that does that, and it takes a toll on the other exercises in other avenues of athleticism and strength training, but it's an awesome way to build some nasty lats and really give that width to your fucking back. So rep ranges, sets, rest times, and reps in reserve. Let's go. The rep range for pull-ups is anywhere from 1 to 30 pull-ups, meaning if you don't have your first pull-up yet, and you go there and you just do one pull-up, try do a jumping pull-up and then just focus on the negative. that's already a gnarly stimulus to your fucking central nervous system to build the capacity to conjure those muscle fibers and make your body become stronger. It's the same deal as fucking doing deadlifts, squats, or bench presses for one single rep with the maximum amount of weight that you can, a 1 rep max. Doing a 1 rep max in your pull-ups will be the best way to develop more strength in your pulling muscles, so you can do more reps in the future. So if you can do only 1 rep, it's a fucking good stimulus too. Don't think that because you are doing only 1 to 3 reps on the pull-up that's not a great stimulus, that's not conducive to developing your back, developing your strength on the pull-ups, and everything that is awesome exercise can provide you. Do pull-ups no matter how many reps you can do. Always focus on developing your fucking pull-ups because this movement is insane. As for sets, anywhere for 3 to 5 sets is more than enough to develop your to give a great stimulus, to have a great workout using pull-ups. You will probably need other exercises alongside it to really trash your back if your goal is only if it is, let's say, a pull day in a PPL split, or a back day in a bro split. If it is in a full body workout, then 3 to 5 sets is more than enough, and it's probably all that you need to fucking develop your back. I personally do squat that when I'm doing full body workouts. A lot of my workouts comprise of squats, pull-ups, bench presses, and that's a full workout, and I give a fucking extreme stimulus to my entire body without wasting too much time. As for rest times for pull-ups, here is one thing: the pull-up, it requires a lot of coordination and a lot of strength in your peripheral nervous system. You need to really have your fucking hands fresh to conjure all the strength that you can when you are doing pull-ups. So don't go for the short rest periods. Go for at least 2. If you are already more proficient with pull-ups, you are already doing 10, 15 reps, then at least 2 minutes of rest between each set. And if you are more of a beginner and you are just starting to break your 3 reps, your 5 reps, if you are overweight and really doing a fucking pull-up is a gnarly stimulus to your body, it's more of a strength movement than anything else, then stick to higher rest times of 3 to 5. Even more than 5 is still, it's pretty good, because your central nervous system, the area of your body that conjures strength, that makes you express strength, it requires more time to recover between sets. So keep that in mind. And if you are doing a more strength oriented pull-up, because you will simply can't do more reps, then keep the rest times longer, so you can don't screw this, so you can so you can be fresh to express strength again and develop upon your strength and keep progressing and adding more reps. Once you have more reps, then you can lower the rest times, because the work will be more of a hypertrophy oriented workout or sets. Reps in reserve, you can stick to 4 reps in reserve, any fucking set of pull-ups that you are doing. Usually if you are still on the 1 to 5 rep range, there's no point in going all the way down to 4. You can fry yourself in 1 to 3 reps. And I've been a big boy. I used to be super gigantically fat, and the reps in reserve was always 0 when my pull-up total was just 3, So don't worry, just fry your CNS, fry your peripheral nervous system, your central nervous system, and give that gnarly stimulus to strength when you are by pretty much going to failure on pull-ups. And going to failure on pull-ups, it's pretty easy. It's pretty risk-free. The only thing that I would advise is that if you are trying to build your fucking lats and introduce hypertrophy, going to failure is going to fry your central nervous system and reduce the total amount of volume that you can introduce to your workout. So if your goal is hypertrophy primarily, stick to 4 reps in reserve, and you will be better served by doing that, because your total amount of volume, let's say, if you can do 12 pull-ups, okay, it's your maximum. 12 pull-ups, you are going to failure. if you just go there and do 12 pull-ups, you are going to be frying your fucking central nervous system. And if you ever did that, you know the second set of pull-ups, you are going to go for 7, 8, 9 reps. You are going to lose a lot of reps when you go to failure on pull-ups. On the third set, you are going to lose a little bit more. And that's what you're trying to avoid by sticking to 4 reps in reserve. Instead of doing 12, 8, and 6 reps, you can do 3 sets of 8, and you are going to have more total volume introduced to the movement. And since it's a gnarly compound exercises that stretch your fucking lats like crazy, that's more than enough. That's more than enough stimulus for growth and strength and everything that we love about training, bruh. So moving forward, deloads. Beginners, no need to fucking deload with pull-ups. Do your fucking pull-ups as many times as you want, as many weeks, as many subsequent weeks as you want. You don't need to be worrying about deloading when you're talking about pull-ups. Actually, it's a great movement to substitute, to maintain your fucking workouts going when you are in fact deloading from heavy strength training. Intermediates, same deal. No need to be worrying about deloads with fucking pull-ups. And advanced people, like you are doing fucking 25 reps of pull-ups or weighted pull-ups with a fuck ton of weight, and it's a crazy ass stimulus and you're pulling your fucking spine apart, then every 8 weeks, do a little bit of a deload, go back to your fucking regular ass pull-ups and just enjoy your life a little bit, you know. And strength standards. Beginners, I'll use reps as a fucking basic strength standards. And since most of my audience is, to be honest, a lot of my audience is a little bit overweight. So strive to build a solid set of 5 with a full fucking range of motion, letting your fucking lats stretch, and with an explosive contraction on the concentric portion of the lift when you are pulling your body towards the bar. So 5 solid fucking reps, really concentrated with really good core engagement and control of your body, control of the movement on the way up and on the way down. That's a awesome fucking goal for fucking beginners. Intermediates, 10 reps, and same goes for advanced. Just 15 reps, 15 control fucking reps with a big stretch on the lats. It's not for everybody. A lot of people that I see doing fucking pull-ups, they just go up and down, up and down, up and down, or keeping doesn't even count to me. Then in that case, in that scenario, yeah, you will do way more reps, but to do 15 fucking pristine reps in pull-ups, it's gnarly, bro. It's not easy at all. So let's fucking go. All right, pull-ups for strength. Oh, let me add a little something here that I forgot. Oh, my cat is crazy today. Let's add question marks on the score down below, just so it keeps things interesting. All right. So pull-ups for strength. The thing that the pull-up will develop the most for, of course, you are going to build a lot of strength on your back. You are going to learn how to fucking pinch your scapula, your scapula together and bring your elbows back and fucking pull like fucking crazy. It's incredible for your fucking peripheral nervous system because it conjures all the muscles on your fucking hip extensors and activate the brachialis and the peripheral nervous system is the area of the nervous system that informs the rest of the body when they should fire the fucking motor units. So having a strong fucking grip and developing those muscles in the forearms and developing that connection with the rest of the body will translate to really awesome strength gains outside of fucking pull-ups, because even though the pull-up is not like a super big lift, even if you throw us fucking many barbells on your belt and do a weighted pull-up, it is not that big of a fucking lift. But because of this component, of this grip component, and when you start adding reps, your grip start to rip apart and you need to squeeze your hands like crazy to maintain that connection with the bar. it develops a lot of fucking strength. You need to think of the peripheral nervous system as the ignition. If your muscles are an engine and your central nervous system is the transmission that informs that transfers the force produced by your fucking muscles, then the peripheral nervous system, the extremities of your body, your hands and your feet, they are the ignition. They are the thing that informs the rest of the body that, yo, it's time to go, baby. We need to destroy fucking things right now. And for that reason, pull-ups are going to score a solid fucking 5 on strength. If you do your fucking pull-ups, my brother, you're going to build strength like crazy. Hell yeah. Shabao. Now, for fucking power. The idea here is that the pull-up is not a power move. What is a power move? A power move is a movement that you are going to be expressing strength explosively. You are going to apply strength fast. It's the maximum amount, your power output, your ability to generate power is the ability to produce as much force in the shortest amount of time possible. What the pull-up will give you as it relates to power is giving you body awareness and coordination. It's going to help you understand how to fucking move. Yeah, you can do explosive fucking reps, and when you pull yourself up in an explosive fashion, you will be developing strength, pulling strength, and power in your pulling strength. But I think the thing that makes the pull-up so good for people that are power athletes and power, not powerlifting. Powerlifting, it's actually a static move. The power lifts, squat, bench, and deadlift are also based on absolute strength, on static strength. We are talking here about explosive strength, which is more related to athletic events like sprinting and everything else, but throwing punches and shit. So the pull-up will help you develop your power by helping your body understand how to engage your back in an optimal way. So it's a great fucking movement for power too, and I will give it a solid 5. Pull-ups are awesome, bro. Yeah. So 5 for power. Now moving forward, pull-ups for myofibrillar hypertrophy. Myofibrillar hypertrophy is when your body develops new contractile tissue. It's when your body takes the fucking, when you introduce the stimulus to hypertrophy, your body identify, I need more muscle here, more muscle that is able to generate force. And then it takes the amino acids running on your bloodstream and build more contractile tissue. Pull-ups are absolutely top of the food chain for myofibrillar hypertrophy. Myofibrillar hypertrophy will usually happen when you are working in the 4 to 12 rep range. So if you start to go above that threshold, just start adding weight. But I would advise you guys to not only focus on the myofibrillar hypertrophy aspect of pull-ups because they are insane and they are great, but when you start to go above 12 reps on the pull-ups, you are still going to milk a gnarly stimulus for hypertrophy through sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. So don't stay only within the fucking 4 to 12 range and always adding weight, add reps to add like giant sets. That's why I said the rep range is 1 to 30, bro. 30 fucking pull-ups make me walk like I have invisible lat syndrome. I can just feel my lats completely connected in my body and pump the fuck up. So for myofibrillar hypertrophy is a fucking 6, and for sarcoplasmic hypertrophy it's a fucking 6 too, man. Pull-ups are just gnarly. It's one of the best movements that you can never do in the gym. It's a movement that it's ridiculous if you're not trying to master. If today you are not able to do a single pull-up, yo, that should be your fucking priority at the gym, bro. Don't feel sorry for yourself because maybe you can't do a single one. Don't feel embarrassed because you are trying to build your pull-ups. I know I felt that way for a long fucking time, bro. I was fat as fuck, and every time I was at the gym and I went to the bar and like, I can't fucking do it. I felt like a dumbass doing that. But yo, it's my body and my athleticism, my fucking goals, my fucking gains, you know. If I don't go there and do what I need, what I was supposed to be doing, do the best exercises that I can, nobody will do them for me. So squats, pull-ups, they are, I meaning, skinny dudes, pull-ups are like the shit for them because they love going there and doing a fuck ton of reps. But when you are a little bit overweight, bro, I know it's as hard as fucking squats to fucking convince yourself, no, fuck it, I'm going to do this shit. And being in the middle of the crowd at the gym, that shit is a bit overwhelming, and you are pulling yourself like a crazy person and not being able to do one single rep, and then somebody will come and say something like, oh, you should be doing this like this, you should be doing this like that. They will say, add bands, use the assistant pull-up machine, use something else. When in reality, to build the strength to have another pull-up on your fucking arsenal, it's the fucking strength training that is going to do that for you. So fuck that, bro. Focus on doing your pull-ups. Even if you can't, try to do them every single fucking day until you are able to master the fucking pull-up. Yo, what's up, Jakey? How you doing, my boy? Hell yeah. If ILS was an exercise, what is ILS, bro? What is ILS? I wanna know. So fucking range of motion for pull-ups, it's probably one of the most complete ranges of motion that you can be introducing to your training. Because think about it, you can fucking extend as much as you fucking can. Ah, invisible lat syndrome. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. I had that shit 24/7, bro. Every fucking time that I go that I do fucking pull-ups, my fucking lats start to get a little bit pumped up, and I walk the street like that, you know, like fuck yeah, I'm fucking gigantic. Yo, what's up, Cian? How you doing, my girl? Woo! Thanks for coming by to the live stream. So range of motion. You can fucking stretch all the way up and feel that gnarly stretch on your fucking lats. And then when you pull yourself up, you don't need to stop it right here. I go all the way down to my fucking nipples. And if I was stronger, I don't go further. One, because I'm going to hit my head on the ceiling in my house because the ceiling is a little bit low. And the second is because I don't have enough strength to do quality reps going all the way down to my belly button, you know. But if I was, when I'm working out at a park or something like that, it's pretty cool to fucking grab that fucking stretch and then pull as strong as as powerfully as you can, and really feel that fucking the fucking elbows going behind the lats. It's awesome. So range of motion, it's a fucking 6'2". Pull-ups are, yeah, pull-ups are legit as fuck, bro. There's probably not a single other exercise that I'm going to be scoring this highly. Because, man, pull-ups are insane. Kaboosh. Hell yeah. And lastly is injury prevention. And pull-ups are fucking awesome for injury prevention in one of the most critical areas where you need to be taken care of, which is the fucking shoulders. Once your shoulders blow up, bro, I don't care how fucking strong you manage to get in your bench, in your school crushers, on whatever the fuck you are good at, okay? Once your shoulders start being a problem, you are going to have that fucking problem for a long fucking time, and you will need to take, oh, fucking language barrier. You will need to take a good time off to rehab your fucking shoulders. So the first thing that the pull-up is going to do for you for injury prevention is allow you to fucking decompress the shoulder joint by letting yourself hang on the bottom portion of the pull-up. And that's why I always say, feel that stretch on the bottom portion. Let yourself hang down below and feel the stretch, and then pull forcefully. That's the best way to do it, and that decompression on the shoulder joint is awesome. There's also a component of decompression in your fucking spine. So if you have problems on the lower back, on your fucking on the entire fucking back, the lumbar spine, the cervical spine, and the thoracic spine, it doesn't matter. It's going, just being hanging in a hang position is already allowing a little bit of decompression to happen. And if you want to take this to another level, then you add ankle weights or grab a fucking dumbbell with your feet. It's important that it is this distant from the, let's say if you use the harness to turn the pull-up into a weighted pull-up, it's not going to give you as much of a fucking decompression stimulus than if you just hold a dumbbell with your feet. You holding the dumbbell with your feet is going to give an extra, it's going to decompress the spine just a little bit further. So it's a great, if you have back problems, start doing this shit right now. And yeah, bros, that's the fucking pull-up. What do you guys think of the new fucking chart? I'm trying to find a balance between too much and too little, you know. Like I think the first stats and exercise review that I was doing, I was not happy with how much information I was providing. I wanted to give more information, and then I made like a megalomaniacal chart, gigantic chart about deadlifts that I thought to myself, yo, this is a little bit too much. Nobody gonna sit here and watch me blabbering about deadlifts for 60 minutes non-stop, you know. Yeah. uh Awesome, Sian, awesome. So yeah, that's the fucking pull-up. Let's go to fucking, oh, the score. So the score for pull-ups, it's 6x6 is 34 out of 36, which is potentially the highest score I'm going to be giving in this series. Hell yeah. Pull-ups are awesome, bro. Pull-ups are the shit. And next in line, trap bar deadlifts with a fucking picture of Saquon Barkley. I always put this picture of Saquon because I have a fucking insane respect for running backs, guys that play the running back position in the NFL, because they need to be fucking strong and fast and athletic and borderline indestructible. Nobody fucking takes a beating better than fucking running backs. Those dudes, the career, like average span of career for running backs is 2 fucking years. It's insane. They need to run in a line of gigantic super athletes and be smushed by them like repeatedly over a game. And this guy is one of my favorite running backs because he does some cut jumps, you know, like he's so explosive. He's a fucking beast of a fucking human. And here he is fucking doing trap bar deadlifts to fucking condition his body to take that fucking beating. So trap bar deadlifts, let's see how this goes. So first, volume considerations, the MV, MEV, MAV, and MRV. Being MV, it's the amount of volume to maintain the level that you have already in the movement. MEV will make you progress slowly. MAV is going to be really good progress, but you need to be more strategic about how your exercise selection and how you place it throughout the week. And MRV is when you're going like full bore, trying to maximize the lift that you are the lift that you are introducing. So the MV for trap bar deadlifts is the same for every fucking deadlift. It's 0. If you guys deadlifted for long enough, you guys know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you spend like 2 to 3 weeks without a single deadlift session, and when you come back to it, as long as you are training, as long as you are being diligent with your overall training, you go there and suddenly you are smashing records on the deadlift. I think it's because every single deadlift session, if you are doing a great job of adding a lot of weight going near to your, let's say 85 to 95% of your 1 rep max, the stimulus to the central nervous system and the amount of coordination that your body needs to build and process from every single session, I think it takes more time than people realize to complete its processing inside the body. So minimal volume a week, it's 0. Volume for you to be making some gains and progressing on your deadlifts, on your trap bar deadlifts, it's 3 to 5 sets a week. That's more than enough. You are going to be adding weight over time. You are going to be adding volume if you want to. 3 to 5 sets a week is pretty good. If you are going to if you are doing more of a powerlifting oriented training, then you want to be deadlifting a little bit more than that. And so at least 2 sessions of three sets a week, up to 2 sessions of 5 or 3 sessions of 3. So 6 to 10 sets a week to really steadily progress with your fucking deadlifts. And the point where things starts to get dicey and more than that is going to probably give you a herniated disc is 10 to 15 sets of deadlifts a week. Don't go. I wouldn't go above that. Some people can take that fucking beating, that fucking giant workload, but I think 10 to 15 reps, you are going to be adding so much axial loading to the spine. Your central nervous system is going to be taking a beating, such a beating that, bro, if you don't progress, you will experience super fast progress in the beginning, and then I bet you are going to be start to get a little desensitized from that much volume, and you are going to start plateauing. So be cognizant. MRV is interesting from time to time, but most of your gains are going to be made in the MAV and MEV region. You need to be ramping up and building up and going down, ramping up, going down. It's a periodization. So, Rau, agora. Portuguese is flaring up. The rep range, 1 to 5 reps. It's more than enough for deadlifts. There's zero reasons to be going way above that. There's people that find benefit in that. I'm not a big fan of doing high reps in the deadlifts. In the trap bar deadlifting specifically, you might be able to do it because the placement of the implement, the way that the force is placed in relationship to your body, in relationship to your center of gravity, it puts a little bit of less stress on your lower back. So that allows you to do a little bit of more reps, up to 6 to 12 reps. It's doable in the trap bar deadlift. But the best gains from this movement, a movement that you are going to overload a fuck ton of weights, the best gains will come in the 1 to 5 rep range. 4 reps in a deadlift, it's insanely stimulating and will build a lot of muscle qualities for you. Sets 3 to 5, super simple. Rest times, and rest times is important. I'm going to take 1 minute because my daughter is coming home and the dogs didn't bark like crazy, and I'm fucking happy about that. Oh no, and now my camera froze. Awesome. Just because I was happy that the fucking dogs didn't bark, the camera decided to give up. Oh no. Let's fix the camera. Just handling some technical difficulty here with the camera, boys, and then we are going to go back to fucking deadlifts. Yeah. Where? Oh damn. Back in action. Woo! Clunky live stream as always. So rest times for deadlifts, let's say 4 to 10 fucking reps. Remember, every time we are considering rest times, you need to understand how much weight are you moving. If you are moving a ton of fucking weight and you are training primarily in a range that is extremely stimulating for strength and myofibrillar hypertrophy, you need to rest, bro. You need to let your central nervous system get his juices back so you can express your strength. And the objective here is expressing strength above all else. It's adding more weight to the fucking bar. That's the goal above all else. So rest times, 4 minutes if you can do the same exact weight that you did on the last set. If you can't, take 5 minutes, take 6 minutes, take 10 minutes. You should be working out right around 85 to 90% of your 1 rep max. Even lower, it's interesting. So imagine if you are not hitting those fucking numbers, then you are probably under rested. So especially people that I know, people that do deadlifts with fucking a minute and a half of rest between sets. That's borderline insanity. You are not going to recover. It's not really. I have a great cardio, and that's probably not enough time for you to catch your breath back if you really did a good job of introducing a great stimulus for using fucking deadlifts. So yeah, 4 to 10 minutes of rest. Sit your butt back and just enjoy your day while you are doing fucking deadlifts, bro. Reps in reserve, you can stay four reps shy of 4 reps shy of failure. Listen, deadlifts, squats, these are movements that are insanely stimulating. You are moving so much weight. It is putting so much pressure on your spine. It's stimulating everything in your entire body simultaneously. You don't need to kill yourself doing it. You need to just go to a good threshold where the bar is starting to get the reps are starting to get a little grindy, and that's more than enough. As long as week by week you are getting stronger, you are probably giving you are giving enough effort to the movement to keep progressing. So don't go to failure. Be cognizant that failure in the deadlift is technical failure. Is when your back start rounding, when your fucking form start breaking. It's not when your fucking lower back explodes, okay? And leave a lot of reps in reserve for fucking deadlifts, because they need a lot of weight. They don't need a lot of fucking effort. It even feels like lazy work. I always say that it feels like lazy work, and then people, powerlifters, come to me, start bashing me because I'm saying like, no, deadlifting and squats, it's more of a lazy work. It's more like, yo, give a solid repetition with precision, with aggression, but it's lazy work. And then they don't understand. I'm saying it is lazy work because I run marathons, bro. I like running. The level of fucking mental fortitude to keep running when your body's screaming, please don't. That's what's gruesome. That's what, like, oh no, this is hard to do. I would say that bodybuilding training with like 20, 25 reps, it's way more gruesome. It's way more fucking, requires way more discipline than doing 5x5s on the squats, you know? It feels lazy. You just put the bar, boom, 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 5x5, 4 reps in reserve, 85% of your 1 rep max, and you have a solid stimulus, and we'll keep progressing. That's why I say powerlifting is lazy work. It's easier. It's way easier than convincing yourself to go outside and run for 45 minutes straight, like catching your breath and almost dying. Yeah, that's why I say it's lazy work. Yo, what's up, Jason? How you doing, my boy? All good, bro? Let's see what he has to say. Mr. Potato, I hope you are doing awesome. Prayed with pools at the Iron Temple earlier. My fat cried. Hell yeah, bro. I just reviewed pull-ups. Just reviewed some gnarly fucking pull-ups, and I just realized that I did pull-ups and trap bar deadlifts. I should prepare a fucking row to go next, but I prepared bench presses, dumbbell bench presses. So let's talk deloads. Deloads on trap bar deadlift. If you are a beginner, every 3 months, every 12 weeks. Deload, take a fucking week off. Reduce your weights to 50% or less. If you don't, I always say, if you don't have fucking discipline to do a proper deload, then do like a boy here. Just take a week off and fucking go crazy. Live your fucking life. Stay a little bit away from the gym, because we need to have a normal fucking life. After all, we are not super athletes. We are not going to be doing. We don't need to be practicing this shit over and over and over every single day of our lives. You can take a week off. You can take some days off, and it will allow you to progress further. It's not something that is going to take away your gains. It's actually going to provide you the opportunity to keep progressing. So every 12 weeks, take some time off from the fucking deadlifts. If you are intermediate, every 8 weeks. The stronger you get, the more frequent the deloads need to be. And if you are an advanced lifter and you are really strong, then every 4 weeks. And the strength standards for you to know if you are a beginner, intermediate, or advanced lifter, you should be doing trap bar deadlifts if you are a beginner, for you to be considered a beginner, with 1.2 times your body weight. That's the 1 to 5 reps. 1.2 times your body weight is a beginner range for trap bar deadlifts. Intermediate is right around 1.6, so 1.6 your body weight for 1 to 5 reps is pretty solid for an intermediate lifter that has been training for 1 to 3 years. And for advanced lifters, guys that trained with a structured approach to dieting and strength training for a long time, for the majority of their adult life, that's why I put, instead of advanced, I put lifter, then it's 2 times your body weight. 2 times your body weight, it's a great standard to call yourself an advanced lifter. More than that, you are probably specializing in powerlifting. Like, you can go way further than that, but then you are in powerlifting territory, and you don't need to be a power lifter to reap all the fucking awesome benefits from deadlifts. Yo, what's up, Cloud Flare? How you doing, boy? Yo, Potato Man, huge fan. Side question: is doing easy bar curls 8 reps and 5 sets, followed by 10 reps and 5 sets skull crushers with supersets of close bench, is that enough twice a week? That's more than enough for the entire week, bro. That's a gnarly workout. I would do the close bench separated, completely separated from the other 2 exercises. Start with the close grip bench press, give a gnarly stimulus to the triceps, make it get really pumped up, because you need a lot of rest to fucking bench press optimally, to really reap all the great benefits of the close grip bench press. So do them separately and do them focused on them. Really try to get strong as shit in the close grip bench press, something that sometimes people don't realize. It's the variation of the bench press that will develop your strength in the bench press the most. Because if you really want to get strong on the bench press, you need to really build nasty triceps. So do the close grip bench press first, and then do a superset of easy bar curls with skull crushers. The rep ranges are awesome. You can go lighter. You can go lighter and do like 12 to 15 reps, because the biceps doesn't benefit too much from doing low repetition stuff, because the biceps is designed to be more endurance, for strength endurance, and not so much for like power fucking movement. So 8 reps in the easy bar curls, you can ramp that up to 12 to 15. You will feel a way better contraction on the biceps, and you will feel a nasty fucking pump. And for the skull crusher 10 reps it's pretty standard, it's pretty good. Just be cognizant of, try to, instead of doing the skull crusher aiming at your forehead, like trying to crush your own skull, give your elbows a little bit of a stretch and pull the bar behind your back. That will stretch the triceps a little bit more and will fill up your entire arm. So you will feel the reps way better. You will feel a better pump when doing that shit that way. But outside of that, that's a gnarly arm day, bro. A gnarly arm day with great bonus stimulus to the fucking front delts and chest. So, yo, that's an awesome fucking workout. Jason, my temple does not have a trap bar. Can dumbbells be used instead? Yes, they can, but you will end up needing like super stupid heavy dumbbells. So I would suggest doing the fucking regular fucking deadlifts with the standard bar, the standard Olympic bar, or a deadlift bar, or whatever bar you have you have at your disposal. I won't be maxing the dumbbells for a long time. Let me think about it. If you are using dumbbells and you are not going to be using heavy fucking ass weights, I suggest you take a look at the Jefferson curl. It's pretty much a deficit deadlift, but you exaggerate the range of motion even further. You go way below and you give a gnarly stretch to your hamstrings and glutes, and you reinforce the real estate in the lower back region, in that portion, because in the Jefferson curl you allow your back to round forward, which is something that is egregious for normal deadlift. But since you use way lighter weights in the Jefferson curl, like 10% of your body weight for start in the beginning, and you can really help strengthen your back, and you will add a stretch mediated hypertrophy to your glutes and hamstrings. So it's a great option to use dumbbells and execute a similar motion to the deadlifts. I'm going to take a leak real fast, and then we are going to rank this shit. Just a second. Yo, we back, baby. Hell yeah. Yo, this week I'm going back to fucking. I started training for powerlifting again. So doing tons of fucking squats, bench presses, and deadlifts. And I'm going to be training my brother who never did powerlifting before, never gave a solid go to the gym. Only like, like everybody else in the world, he went to the gym for 2 to 3 months and stopped. And now he's going to train with me, and I'm going to train him in powerlifting. We are going to be a power building routine, and I'm going to help him with diet and shit because he's like really overweight right now. And we are going to do a series here on YouTube, like with us training together, and it's going to be fucking awesome. Let's see what Cloudflyer said here. Thanks, Potato Man. Great answer to arm workout. Is a trap bar worth it more than a regular barbell? Don't have a trap bar, but can I get the same result with regular deadlifting? I want to increase hamstrings. The regular deadlift is going to be more efficient in building hamstrings than the trap bar deadlift, because the trap bar actually allows you to conjure your quads more, because the way the position that they implement is in relationship to your center of gravity, makes you allows you to express the strength of your quads better, while the standard deadlift will allow you to sit back and really get that stretch and feel the glutes and the hamstring engaging, and using them using them as the primary mover of the lift, so yeah, I'm back to powerlifting, baby. I'm gonna cut back on the running. I'm gonna run only 3 to 5 times a week, and for short bouts of 30 minutes, and going to try to get really strong again. So it's going to be awesome, and I think the contrast of a day one beginner, I'm going to put that motherfucker on a 100 kilo bench as fast as I fucking can. You guys will see what I'm talking about when I say that kind of shit. So, trap bar deadlifts for strength. Do I need to say anything else? It's obviously a fucking complete score of 6. The trap bar deadlift is potentially even better than the standard deadlift for your overall strength, not the strength you're going to be developing on the deadlift itself, because you might be the total amount of poundage that you will be using on the trap bar will potentially be a little bit lower because you don't have that complete, you have that complete connection on the posterior chain, but you are not overemphasizing it. It's the same notion as using a high bar squat and a low bar squat. A low bar squat, you just scooch the butt back and you bring everything to the power of your posterior muscles. While on the trap bar will allow your anterior muscles, your quads and your quads primarily, because it's the heavy hitters on the anterior side of the body, to be receiving a great stimulus to strength. And that stimulus, it's the reason why guys like football players use the trap bar in the first place. You develop less imbalances, and you really gives a gnarly complete stimulus to the entire leg. So just like the high bar squat, the trap bar deadlifts are insane for overall lower body development and the entire body development, because every deadlift is insane for the entire body. The only thing that is not being stimulated a lot is the chest, and everything else is getting fucking stronger and building and growing, and incredible fucking shit's gonna happen. Here's where the trap bar deadlift wins over the regular deadlift. One of the portions that I think that it wins over the regular deadlift, it's for power output. Because power, if you guys don't know, power is a quad thing. You want to be explosive, you need powerful fucking quads. And the trap bar deadlift allow you to conjure more of the strength of your quads. And to develop that fucking explosiveness, you need to be going really heavy, and in that specific position, it's absolutely fucking awesome. Another thing that we are going to be talking later is, since it doesn't put a lot of fucking strain on your low and back, as much fucking strain as the regular deadlift, you are able to train for power with less risk of injury. So that's why for power in itself, the trap bar deadlift is absolutely incredible. If you want to train an athlete, if you are an athlete yourself, you want to compete, you want to run, you want to jump cut, you want to fucking knee motherfuckers to the face, this is what you should be doing. If you are an aspiring MMA athlete, do fucking trap bar deadlifts regularly, 1 to 3 reps, fucking 50 to 60% of your 1 rep max, and build that explosion in your body, and you thank me later, motherfucker. Let's see what the fuck the chat is saying here. It sounds like the trap bar is garbage, since that the barbell works better. The barbell is better for you to, like, show off, you know, like load the fucking barbell with a ton of fucking weight and show off. You want to show off even better, do sumo deadlift. All 3 are incredible exercises, are potentially the best exercises that you can be doing. If it is a deadlift variation, it's worth your fucking time. But the trap bar is the most athletic of all. It's the one that's going to be conducive to real athleticism, because in real athleticism you don't have time to grind your fucking reps, you don't have time to grind your fucking knee to the face of your motherfucker, you know. You need to just produce strength as fast as fucking possible. Cloud Flyer, how do I balance cardio and muscle building? If I play tennis 3 times a week, I notice I am way weaker when I don't play. Is there a way to do lots of cardio and keep muscles? Should I eat lots before? Yeah, the main thing to maintain your muscles is to adjust your diet. Be cognizant of your diet. Don't let all your body weight go away. Like, I do a lot of fucking cardio alongside strength training. When I'm doing a lot of cardio, I don't build strength. You know that MV there on the lower portion, MV, MEV, MAV, and MRV. When I'm focusing on cardio, I'm always at MV or MEV, which is the point where I'm going to maintain what I already have, or build it really slowly without much fatigue, without much effort on my part. So that's the kind of thing that you need to be thinking when you are trying to emphasize 2 modalities that are contrary to each other. And to maintain the muscle, to maintain your size, it's diet, baby. Like, I was training for a marathon a couple of months ago, before all those fucking problems happened to me. and with my job. And when I'm training for a marathon, usually my total daily caloric expenditure is right around 2,800 without a lot of cardio, like with 20 minutes to 30 minutes of cardio. When I was training, like I was running pretty close to 600 minutes a week, so I needed to ramp up my fucking calories to borderline 4,000 a day. And I wasn't gaining muscle. In fact, I was gaining size. You know, I was losing body fat in the process. So body fat and a lot of leg leg development in the meanwhile. But you don't need to go to crazy high levels of cardio like a boy likes to do. Just count the fucking calories from the cardio and add them up to your fucking total daily caloric expenditure, and you are not going to lose too much. Another thing, if you are jogging, you're not going to lose anything. If you're just jogging for 30 minutes every fucking day, you are not going to lose anything. If anything, you are going to build work capacity and be able to be more athletic in more times a day. You are going to improve the ability of your heart to pump energy throughout the body, to shuttle nutrients, shuttle sugar and lipids and all the fucking fuels of the cells to the rest of the body. So doing a regular cardio schedule is imperative if you want to maximize your gains in everything, you know. So right now I'm going to fucking focus on strength training. I'm going to be doing full body workouts with squats, bench and deadlift 3 times a week. I will also do 4 times a week my fucking cardio to maintain my general physical preparedness. It's what GPP. It's what that is called. So it's awesome, bro. Woo, let's see. I hope that helped you with the question, Cloud. And if you want me to really do a really elaborated answer to that, post the question on the Quora space, and I'll write an article for you. Okay. How do I balance out tennis and strength? I notice when I play tennis 3 times a week, I am usually a lot weaker. Can I balance it out? You do them in the same day. It tennis is hard on the body if you go like so fucking crazy. The main thing you can do is don't be competitive every single time that you play tennis. Work more on your technique, on your technique, on your game itself, than trying to smash everybody every time that you go play tennis. And aligned, do one session where you do that, where you go full board and you try to fucking beat everyone else. Do one session of that in tennis a week, and the other session focus on technique, focus on your on how do I say, when your movement, I think you got it, but I'm lacking the words, the fucking language barrier yet again, destroying what I'm trying to say. But work on your footwork, work on work on your swing. Yeah, swing, footwork. That's the word. Those are the fucking words I was forgetting. Yeah, work on your technique essentially to emphasize technique on 2 sessions of your tennis training, bro. Let's see what Bobby V. How are you doing, Bobby V, my brother? Thanks for coming to the live stream yet again, bro. You mentioned power building. How to balance strength and hypertrophy? Must one be prioritized over the other? And can a program doing both yield good progress? Power building is the best thing in strength training of all of them. The only reason you shouldn't be power building is if you are a specialized bodybuilder and you want to be as massive as fucking possible, or you are a strength athlete like a strongman or a fucking power lifter and you want to compete and be the best squat, bench and deadlifter in the fucking world. If you are not one of those 2 things, you don't plan on going to a meet and you don't plan on stepping on stage for a bodybuilding competition, power building is the best approach for fitness of all of them. You need to add a little bit of cardio on top of it and a little bit of flexibility work on top of it and mobility to allow you to feel great while you are progressing in those modalities. But for strength training, for resistance training, using the power moves that will yield a lot of fucking strength for you, alongside a more bodybuilding oriented routine, Meaning, let's say you are using a strong lift 5x5 that focus on five moves that are primarily just strength oriented. Add on top of that some bodybuilding shit, you know, like isolation work for your biceps, isolation work for your traps, for your rear delts, tons of reps, like 15, 20, 25 reps. Pick the muscles that are tiny and you just want to balance the aesthetics of your body, because if you only do the power moves, and I did that, you will have a fucking awesome core. Your shoulders will look too fucking small for the rest of the body. You have zero biceps at all. So you will look solid as shit, but for aesthetics, it will look kind of clunky. So that's why I'm a big fan of power building, because you build the awesome core, the structure, thick fucking back, thick, giant fucking pecs, got nice traps, but you then do exercises to more the beach muscles, the mirror muscles, like your shoulders, your arms, your forearms. You do a little bit of vein work, you know. That's what power building is. And the first program is I'm going to be releasing a program that will be available to all the subscribers on my Substack, and the people that was awesome enough to fucking donate some money for me to be able to be doing this shit. So I'm going to be releasing a power building program. It's the program that I'm going to run with my brother Chris. That is the dude that I'm going to do a series training here. And yeah, you guys will be able to go alongside him if you guys are interested. So let's see what else we have here. How would a power building program look like? Yeah, it will look like essentially the big four. You will be using the big four as the meat and potatoes of your training. I usually prescribe full body workouts 3 times a week, but it can be a push pull legs all the way up to 5 times a week. So if you are doing a push pull legs, I like to not use a standard push pull legs. I use push pull legs focusing on hypertrophy, so 6 to 12 rep ranges in each exercise. And on the Thursdays and Fridays, I call it strength days, and I do an upper lower. I do an upper lower focusing on strength. So you will do 3 to 5 sets of 3 to 5 reps in the fucking big movements like deadlift, squats, bench press, and overhead presses. Hell yeah. And it's not really an upper lower. I just call it strength day, and I do overhead presses and deadlifts one day, and squats and bench presses on the other. That's the basic template of the program that I'm going to be releasing, is that. And then throughout the weeks, as I train my friend, that I'm going to be giving cues and expanding upon how to really implement it to the maximum. Comparison of Omega DS. Whoa, welcome to the live stream, Omega. Comparison of chicken versus goat meats. Woo, I don't have a single clue, bro. We don't usually eat goat meat here in Brazil, so I don't have a single clue. What I can say to you is that they are potentially equally awesome for fucking strength training, but be mindful that chicken legs are my favorite muscle building food item in all the entire universe, because not chicken legs, chicken thighs. Chicken thighs are so easy to fucking do. You just shove them in a fucking oven, and it's almost impossible to screw up. You need to really be dumb as fuck to screw up a fucking chicken thigh. And chicken thighs have the highest concentration of leucine, which is the main branched chain amino acid used in protein synthesis to build muscle. So being the meat with the highest concentration of leucine, it's interesting to be eating. It's easy to prepare. You can prepare like an oven with I literally prepare an oven with 16 chicken thighs at a time, and then when you put them in the Tupperware, in the containers for your meal prep, when you shove them in the microwave, they still taste delicious. While with beef and other meats, sometimes if it takes like 2-3 days for you to eat the meat that you prepared, it starts to get a little stale and a little beef like rubbery. It's not really that great to microwave later. Yeah, I fucking love fucking chicken, bro. Last question. What do you think of the following program? Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5 by 5 squat, overhead press, bench, deadlift, and barbell row. All same the same day. Tuesday and Thursday, arm workout, I said before. That's fucking awesome, bro. That's a pretty gnarly workout. I would probably cycle the overhead press and the overhead press and the bench, do a workout A, workout B, and switch them asymmetrically, and the deadlift with the barbell rows too. Like, if you are doing barbell row after deadlifts, and you are able to fucking do barbell rows, unless they are fucking single arm dumbbell rows, you are doing something wrong with your deadlifts. Okay, after deadlifts, you should not be able to do anything else. And overhead press and bench on the same day, I love to do that in the past, but after you start to get strong on the fucking bench and on the overhead press, you will see that it's too fucking stressful to the shoulders, and it's going to limit your progress. I start to get fucking cold. My shoulders start to feel cold as fuck. I'm not the best example because I have nerve damage in my elbow, but it's probably too much. There's no need to be going that crazy. Another thing that I would add in that is a finisher with lateral raises and reverse lateral raises, just to emphasize the fucking shoulder development, because having bigger shoulders is always awesome. So that's it. Oh, look who it is! Meu jovem! What's up, Arthur? How you doing, bro? Let's see, Cloud Flyer yet again. Mr. Potato Man, appreciate ya. Can you make an idiot-proof minimalist complete guide to get 18-inch arms? I will buy it for sure. Need help because my workout plan and diet ain't working. I can't do for 18-inch arms because my arms have only 17. So I will stick to 17, bro. If 17 is enough for you, and it's 17 when I'm fucking fat as fuck, it's not. It goes probably when I start to get more shredded. When I get a little bit more shredded, it goes down to 16. But it looks great, and I'm fucking super tiny, so it works. It works good. It works good that way. Whew. So let's go further on the trap bar deadlifts now that we finish all the fucking questions from the chat. And if you guys want to send more, please send more. Myofibular hypertrophy for the trap bar deadlifts. Yo, it's a deadlift, bro. It's the best fucking thing you can do in the fucking gym. It's that necromancy, bro. It's lifting the fucking dead from the ground that you're fucking calling upon your ancestors. It's the best fucking movement for myofibular hypertrophy. And be cognizant, when you are doing fucking deadlifts, all your back has to do is stabilize the movement. Is just stay as tight as fucking possible. And what will make your fucking traps and your spinal erectors grow like crazy is just the sheer amount of fucking force traveling through your body. So you don't need to think about fucking moving your back and shrugging the bar up. No, your arms stay locked out in position. Your back stay as tight as fucking possible. You take a big fucking breath. You lock that air inside you, and you trap the engage your fucking core as tight as you can, and then you leg press the world away. Use your legs to move the fucking weights, and it will yield insane development to your fucking lower body and for the upper body as well. If you want to have traps like a boy here, but you need to be doing this kind of fucking deadlifts. Yeah. Now, for sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, which is pump work, which is metabolic work, it's when you fucking challenge your body with a fuck ton of fucking reps to challenge the energy systems of the body, not exactly the ability of your muscle fibers to contract, to generate explosive contractions, So for sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, think about it. You want to be using a fuck ton of weight and doing a fuck ton of reps in a movement that you are putting a fuck ton of stress on your spine? No, you don't want to be doing that. It's not fucking terrible, because if you are really, 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 really proficient in the deadlift and you know what you're doing, you know how to maintain your fucking technique on point, then you can introduce sarcoplasmic work, especially with the trap bar deadlift, but it's not the best usage of the movement. So I'm going to give it a 2. While the regular deadlift would be a fucking 1, but for the trap bar I'm going to give it a 2 because, yeah, you can do it, you know. Your traps are going to feel like mountains exploding alongside your ears, but it's really not that great for that. Range of motion now. The range of motion for the deadlift, bro, it's not a full score because unless you are adjusting the movement, and the trap bar deadlift, sometimes if it is the closed cage, you can't really scooch back and bring the hamstring to a stretch position. So the range of motion is fucking solid. It's a decent range of motion, but it's nothing to write home about. Yeah, it is something absolutely better than the most lifts, but it's a score of 4. It's not something like, yo, the range of motion in this shit is insane. No, it's decent. It's extremely good, because what makes the movement extremely good is not the range of motion, it's the sheer amount of fucking weight that you can use in the movement. And lastly, injury prevention, bro. This is a full fucking score. People are afraid of getting injured doing fucking deadlifts, but actually what deadlifts are going to provide you is the ability to survive punishment, to be strong enough to fucking maintain your body intact. It's why we fucking put a running back in the fucking picture. Oh shit, the fucking, where is the image? I'm going to put this dude ahead of everything here just so you can take a look at fucking Saquon Barkley, bro. It's the goddamn movement that fucking running backs, the dudes that take the biggest beating in the world in all sports, use to fucking build to armor their fucking spine and armor their fucking hips and maintain them intact in the season, bro. This fucking movement is insane for injury prevention. I guess that's it. Fucking trap bar deadlifts, bro. Let's take a look at what the chat has to say here. Arthur said, good, bro. I still in Canada. Yo, fucking awesome, bro. Since 2007. Arthur is a dude that used to work with me way back then. I think 2007, 2006, maybe 2005. I don't remember exactly the date. But he was my assistant at my fucking first job when I used to build PCs, you know. I used work in the local IT shop when I was really young. And yeah, he replaced me when I took off from the company, if I remember correctly. Was that right? Bob V, is myofibrillar hypertrophy more likely to last when taking a long break from training? I know a family member that stopped lifting weights for years yet retained some muscle mass. You are absolutely 100% right, Bobby V, my brother. Yeah, myofibrillar hypertrophy is actual contractile tissue in your body, okay? Sarcoplasmic hypertrophy is the fuel source, the amount of fucking gunk that your fucking muscle cell can hold inside it. When there isn't a requirement for movement, for doing a lot of fucking reps, for carrying stones around, sarcoplasmic hypertrophy goes down pretty fast because it's just fuel. The muscle cells identify, yo, we don't need to have that much fuel. This dude is not moving heavy ass weights anymore, so we are not going to fucking keep storing fuel like crazy inside this muscle cell, because there isn't no reason to do it. While myofibrillar hypertrophy is the actual build of contractile protein structure in the muscle cell. So demolishing that protein structure, the first thing you need to understand is building that protein structure is extremely expensive in terms of resources for the fucking muscle, for the organism itself. So it's going to take a long fucking time for the body to take the conscious decision, because it is conscious in a way. of destroying that thing that it works so fucking hard to build, okay? And another consideration about that is that once the protein structure is built one time, the body understands how to go to that limit again. So both myofibrillar hypertrophy and sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, once you get to a certain size, it's way easier for your body to reach that size again. And when it comes to myofibrillar hypertrophy, it's going to take a lot of more time, way more time for you to lose that myofibrillar hypertrophy. Another thing is that the only way you are going to lose actual contractile tissue, actual protein structure fast, is that if you start using you stop training and you start implementing a super aggressive caloric deficit. Outside of that, to really lose muscle, I say it for with experience in this. I didn't lost a lot of fucking muscle when I completely stopped training with weights and focused solely on running. Okay, and I was like running like a crazy person. My legs, I lost a lot of muscle on my legs, but the upper body barely changed. In fact, it actually started to look better because it was the first time that I reached lower body fat percentage. And like when you are 12% body fat, you look more muscular than shirtless, of course. You look more muscular than when you are like 17, like I am right now. I'm at 17, 18%. And I look less muscular, although I am bigger right now than when I was a cardio bunny with like 143 pounds on my frame, you know. So yeah, myofibrillar hypertrophy the muscle built through myofibrillar hypertrophy takes more time to decay, and you should never stop training. That's important. Then muscle atrophy will not be a problem you will have in your life. Tyson Reed, woo! Welcome to the live stream, Tyson. That's a cool ass name, bro. Always love your post and just found your YouTube. Curious, what's your advice for strength training to prepare for an ultra race? Distance trail running. Ooh, woo. Ah. You have one of those? Oh, completely destroyed. Oh, bro, I love trail running, bro. I love trail running. If you are going ultra, here's the deal, bro. You need 12 fucking months of preparation before you do this. You will do your fucking strength training, really emphasizing strength training to build hip mobility, to decompress the hip, build your spinal erectors like crazy. So you will be using high bar squats. You can use the fucking trap bar deadlifts that we were talking earlier. But you will do this way earlier, way before you start ramping up your mileage for the ultra. You can maintain a decent fitness base, but when you are training for ultras, I don't want you to fucking do a single fucking strength movement that puts pressure on the axial loading of the spine. So train for strength, build your strength before start training for the ultra, before the base building that you need to be doing. So fucking do 4 months of proper strength training, focused on strength training, then start base building, then start ramping up your mileage. It's a 12 months process. Starts with strength training, and the benefit of doing the strength training prior to all the rest of that shit is that infrastructure, reinforcing your tendons, reinforcing your ligaments, reinforcing the sheer fucking areas of the body that will be taking the beating from that constant poundage, will reduce your injury risk in the ultra running significantly. Actually, like I don't call myself an ultra runner because I never ran a 100 miler, but I ran a fucking 50 miler, and I never fucking had any problem building my mileage. In the first time I was building my mileage, I never even had shin splints and anything because I started as a power lifter and then I went to running, and I don't have that running mentality, you know, of like beating myself to the ground. I actually approach running with the same mentality that I approach strength training, which is, yo, introduce the stimulus, get out of there. It's getting hard as fuck, get out of there. I don't go to pain caves and shit. I just add mileage in a strategic way, and I wave load the mileage to make it keep growing. Okay. So that's it, bro. Start with a gnarly fucking super ultra heavy focused on strength phase in the first 4 months. Then start your base building process for the cardio. You don't no need to stop doing cardio completely while you are training for strength. Like I said, I do 3 days of fucking strength training. Right now I'm training for strength. So 3 days of strength training, 4 days of cardio, like 30 to 45 minutes, is not going to impact anything. And then when you are starting to do the base building for the running, you start using more of a hypertrophy oriented movements. Don't no need to be going for strength anymore, just to bulk up your muscles and make your frame more robust. And then when you are at ultra running mode, I would suggest to take everything out and just focus on running and let your body, you already built the structure, okay? If you just eat enough, you are not going to lose it. It's the exact same thing we are talking with Bobby V just a second ago. To lose the infrastructure that you build in your body with proper strength training, it takes famine, you know. If you don't starve yourself, you are not going to lose that shit, and it's going to protect the important real estate you don't want to mess up in doing ultra running. And yo, thanks for the question, bro. I love running. That's why I showed my shoes, because this is a Brooks. I don't remember, Caldera 6. It's specific for trail running. Okay, let's see what else. Cloudflyer, optional question. Mr. Potato, what is the best way to grow neck size? Is trap shrugs good enough, or are there other exercises you recommend? Uh, Fuck, bro. Training neck is fucking tricky. Okay, I grew up in jiu-jitsu, so I always train my neck. So I develop a slightly decent. If I take this fucking light out, you can see I have a decent fucking neck here. But the thing is, I had good neck mobility. When I do a fucking movement like this, my fucking neck doesn't click or pop on anything. And most people that I know, they have shitty ass fucking neck mobility. So you guys watching here right now, test your fucking neck. Just go chin down, do this motherfucking movement. Do you feel any click? If you feel clicks, then you need to start with this. Start with fucking accessing range of motion and really learning how to move your fucking neck and accessing the ranges of motion. If you don't feel any click and your fucking neck is solid, you don't feel it stretching at all, if doing this isn't enough of a stretch to your fucking neck, then it's time to start overloading it. You already have the mobility required to start overloading it. The most simple stuff that I can say for you to do is just put a fucking plate on your forehead and do this. Just move your fucking head up, lie on the bench, put a plate on your fucking forehead, put something to protect your forehead, because it's going to hurt the forehead, and just fucking put a fucking head forward, and you will develop this motherfucker right here. If you have those neck harnesses, you can also lift weights to do the contrary motion. But I'm not really a big fan of stimulating that contrary motion, because it's so easy to fuck your cervical spine doing that, and people start to get like obsessed with fucking building neck, you know. And then when you have a fucking neck that attaches outside of your fucking ears and you develop sleep apnea, then you need to downsize your neck. And how the fuck are you going to do that, you know? Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, bro. Oh, sorry, Arthur. I fucking forgot. I didn't remember. It's all fucking blur. Before the pandemic, my fucking life is a fucking blur on my head. Let's see what fucking Cloudflyer said here. How about a food guy think of making one to gain muscle? I will buy that as well. Mr. Potato style, of course. I'm not a big fan of fucking. I'm not a big fan of talking about nutrition at all, because I really think that the best shit that you can eat is just eat the regular shit that everybody eats, you know. But I'm going to be releasing alongside the power building fucking program. I'm going to release a nutrition guide, because there's people that are vegan. Vegans need a little bit of instruction on how to build muscle and strength and stay vegan. And carnivores also. And I'm going to essentially, for the other people that just eat regularly, I'm going to include my own personal diet, which is essentially soups and fucking salads and meats and everything that I like to eat essentially. Tell us how you tamed your cat. My cat does not like petting. This cat, this one, she absolutely loves fucking petting, because I picked her up from the streets when she was already an adult, and an old lady was her owner, and the old lady died, and the cat was like stray on the streets, like hungry as fuck, and I started giving it food, and eventually I just picked her up and brought her to my house, and since then every single day she does this all day long. It's been 6 years, and all day long she sits on my lap, and that's all that she does when I'm at home, she loves petting. I have other three cats, and two of them don't like petting. They only like petting when they want to. They come and start rubbing their faces in my knuckles for me to pet them. And the other one is the same scenario as this one. He was a stray cat, like hungry as fuck on the street, and I picked them up to me. I adopted them, and he fucking love petting too. So I guess the best way to fucking make a cat love being petted is pick an adult cat. Pick an adult cat that is in a fucked up situation, and he will be grateful that you saved his life. If you give it good food, good shelter, he's going to be extremely grateful. I believe that, at least. And at least I'm two for two right now. So my two most I don't know the word, docile. Docile maybe is the word. The other cat, man, if I call him, he comes. I'm not really sure if I want to do this right now, because he's going to take a little bit of time, because he's really really old. But let's nah get. I'll let that. I'll leave that for another live stream. So, bros, let me see. Let's take a look at Quora, see if anybody has a fucking question there. Oh. Boom. For any one of you guys that want to send me a question, just go to mrpotato.quora.com and click on questions, click on ask question, and anything your heart desires, my brother. I will write a fucking article for you about explaining how you should go about your fucking question, and then I probably will also answer it in the live stream to see if the question is cool. So first unanswered question here, we got Lexi. Can I lose 5 inches of waist in a month? If so, how? Yo, Lexi, listen up. You can't. Maybe you can with like liposuction or something, but I'm going to give you my experience, okay? Let me open fucking Google here, and if I fucking type a P, don't fucking, you know what is going to show up, motherfucker. Let's see, inches to centimeters. So okay, when I started my weight loss journey, I was 255 pounds, and I went all the way down to 145. And right now I'm sitting at 170. My waist when I started was 111 centimeters. So that's 43 inches, okay? And my waist right now is 83 centimeters. That's 32. So losing almost 100 pounds, I lost pretty much 11 inches of waist, of my waist circumference. So you should not be losing 100 pounds in 2 months. That's too fucking aggressive. It's going to wreck your metabolism. It's going to wreck your ability to keep the weight off. It's going to be absolutely gnarly on your emotions, on everything else. So be strategic, go slower, shoot for 1 to 2 centimeters of fucking waist per centimeters, not 1 to 2 inches, 1 inch per month. It's a great solid goal. Focus on not exactly on measuring your fucking waist or looking at a number on the scale, but focus on training. Focus on being diligent with your training, being diligent with your nutrition, with your sleeping patterns, because that's what's going to yield results. It's not for fucking, it's not wishing that you got the results faster or better or earlier. The results will come as long as you stay on the fucking iron path, as long as you fucking maintain your fucking schedule in place, okay? So yeah, that's it. That's it. Don't shoot for fucking 5 fucking inches per month, because it's pretty much it's not a good idea for sure. Go slower, take your time, learn how to fucking train, focus on performance, and you can achieve this goal. You can lose as many inches of waist as you want, as long as you don't quit, as long as you are consistent with your training. Okay, Lexi, thanks for the question, and stay on the iron path. Hell yeah. So this one I already answered. Pavle Ikonic, what's up, my brother? How you doing, bro? What should I do? I always overeat on my rest day. Other days, everything is in place. Question mark. Yo, bro, listen. If you are not gaining weight, there's no problem happening there. Okay, there's even dieting strategies that people use that is essentially adding a refeed day, which is a day where you double your carbohydrate intake on the weekends, just to really maintain your metabolism going crazy, going at a faster pace. So you don't really need to be overly concerned about that. If you are gaining weight and your goal is to lose weight, then you need to be a little bit more strategic about it. And it's just that, a good way to fucking make sure you're not overeating on the weekends is fucking introduce intermittent fasting in the weekends and skip a meal. Then when you overeat, because you are probably going out with people and like going, I don't know, eating pizza and shit, just skip 1 or 2 meals and then go crazy with your friends, go drink your fucking beer, do whatever the fuck you want. But and you the calorie net balance is going to sort itself out. If that doesn't work, then you need to rethink stuff. But outside of that, don't be too harsh on yourself if on the weekends you eat a little bit more, because everybody does it. Every single sane human on the world that doesn't have OCD about calories does that shit. Okay, so it's fucking a great idea to just eat a little bit more on the fucking weekends when you are resting. And that's another thing that people are usually they do the wrong thing. On rest days, you eat more. On rest days, you make sure you have protein inside of you, because it's when you are resting that your body is building shit. It's not when you are going to the gym and you are inside the gym moving the weights that you need to chug fucking protein powder inside you and eat as much as you can. At that time, it's not enough time to fucking digest food and fucking provide the body with the fucking stuff that you are shoving inside you. It's when you're resting and your body is processing the stimulus that you already introduced, that you need to really make sure that your nutrition is fucking awesome and everything is running at all cylinders and you have the available proteins to build more contractile tissues and shit. So yeah, rest days, bro, eat more. Fuck that, bro. What's up, Mark? How you doing, bro? Carb blockers, bro. I never fucking heard of carb blockers. What do you mean? What's the goal? Blocking carbs? You mean like not allowing your body to digest the carbs, to shove the sugars to the bloodstream? I sense there's one thing that is a little bit, it's going to be challenged if I start talking too much about it is one of the reasons that I don't really like talking about nutrition, because my main idea is eat the stuff that people always ate. You know, the world's strongest man, the current world's strongest man, he was talking about that shit a couple of days ago before he won the title last week. He was talking like, yo, I don't talk about diet because my diet is regular human being normal fucking diet. You know, I eat fucking salads, grains, meats, and I drink beer at the weekends. It's like I'm human, normal human. I don't fucking tailor everything like a fucking fucking Lego pieces. I don't know. Let's see what he said. What Mark said. Made of white beans. Yes, deactivates conversion to sugars in complex carbs only. Okay, it deactivates conversion of sugars. So let's say for the guys that are watching this, a complex sugar, it's a sugar that has multiple types of fucking sugars in its structure, and your body needs to decompose those complex molecules into a simpler form of sugar to provide glucose to the fucking to shove glucose in the bloodstream and allow your body to use that glucose for whatever the fuck it needs. So it deactivates the conversion of sugar. So it like, how the fuck would that work? I never heard about that, Mark. I need to. I will fucking do a little bit of research on that, and ask me again next time I do a live stream, and I'll have an answer for you. But that sounds weird, bro. I don't know. Do you subscribe to the I hate fucking carbs fucking craziness that it's people on the US primarily. I don't know what the fuck you guys sometimes buy into fucking propaganda. I don't know if that's the case right now, but right now there's a fucking gigantic pressure of war against carbs on the US. Maybe you guys the carbs on the US are worse than in the rest of the world, but I don't feel like I'm exploding when I eat carbs, you know. And right now in the US, there's a lot of people like buying into that shit that sugar is poison, it's inflammation, inflammation is going to kill you. You know what else gives inflammation to the body? Deadlifts. Yeah, and then the inflammation goes away and your body becomes better than it was before. Living on fucking simple sugars is stupid as fuck. That's not really, it's really not a great idea. But having fucking beets and roots and what's the name of that orange thing? Carrots. Carrots in your diet is fucking awesome, bro. It's fucking, I would say it's perfect. Whew. So that's it, bro. Yo, guys, I'm getting a little bit tired now, so I'm going to finish the live stream here. And thanks for everybody that was here with me. Let's see what fucking Jason said here. The American diet is basically high glycemic foods. Yeah, I imagine that's the real issue. That's why I don't identify the problem, because here in Brazil we don't live on fast food, for instance. I know in the United States it's cheaper to buy fast foods than regular ass foods. Here in Brazil, fast foods are way way more expensive than like going to a fucking supermarket and buying vegetables and meats, you know. So I guess that's the main difference. And yeah, if you fucking live off fucking packaged frozen items and fast food, that's really gnarly on your system, and that's bad as shit. And then I would concur that, yeah, eliminate all those carbs from your diet or from your life, because surviving off of that is really bad for you. Yeah, I'm fucking tired. Tomorrow I'll be back. I'll be back. And you guys fucking stay on the iron path, my brothers. And praise motherfucking Brody. Peace.